Well, Diddy's lawyer is out talking, saying that just because he paid the money doesn't mean he's guilty of a damn thing. That's one thing we're going to cover. Lulu versus Rock. Is this finally going to be the season where Lulu mans up, act like he got a couple of hairs on his chest, and stands up to that Rock that got that stank on her? Beverly Hills Cop 4 is coming out, filmed in Detroit. Shout out to my wife and her Detroit Lions. We're going to discuss that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, in more news, do females be thirst trapping in the gym? We're going to discuss that and a whole lot more. The Lamont Tyson Life Games Channel show starts right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
What's happening, YouTube, TikTok, podcast world? You're in the building with the all-knowing, all-loving, all-feeling, all-seeing, all-powerful. It's damn all everything. The sexy as hell host of this channel. It's Lamont Tyson. Have y'all had enough? I'm back. From all the stuff I've been doing this year, I am back and we're putting out content. And in a couple of weeks, Power Book 3 is going to be out. And you know I'm going to be all over that. And for those new and for those that have been here, please go and check out that tip line I got. streamelements.com/Lamont Tyson/tip. It's kind of like a membership page for me where you go in there and you can post comments anytime you want, guaranteed to read them. And I'm going to start doing shows on the comments you guys place on my channel and just cover them for the fans. Another way to try to look out for the fans and show some love to the fans. Shortly, I will be joined by Miss K, and we're going to talk it up about all the things we've got going on. Shout out to the wonderful audience. I wouldn't be doing this, wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for you guys supporting me, turning out when I come do these lives, super chatting, sharing my videos, and all the great things you guys have done. I really appreciate you. I'm grateful and going to try to do more things to give back. So far, the big homie Rashonda's in the building. She's always early. Always. I had to send her a Christmas card. DeAndre Lucas is in the building. What's up? Shannon Hines is in the building. What's up? The Hammer is in the building. Hammer, ain't you supposed to be in class? See, Hammer, the Moochie Hammer is in a class, and I ain't going to tell y'all what class it is. But let me tell you, when she's done with that class, ladies and gentlemen, you better watch out. You better watch out. Hammer is in the building. And so let's go ahead and cover this first, my people. Oh, I also got Leslie Jones. She's saying that if you're a small-minded man, you got a small penis. We're going to discuss that too. And then Michonne from The Walking Dead is coming back out, and she's going to be the lead in a new Walking Dead series. And I'm just like, damn, ain't that show Walking Dead? Because how many damn spinoffs can they do? They're a damn universe. They got Fear the Walking Dead. They got the main Walking Dead. They got this one called The One Who Lives Walking Dead. Then they had some other Walking Dead. I mean, damn, how many shows we're going to have with dead people that's supposed to be living, but they dead? Good Lord. And then we're going to talk a little bit of this Beverly Hills Cop. First things first on my ticket. Let me put this brother on the screen right here. Lulu, ladies and gentlemen. The ladies love them a Lulu. We've seen what has gone down with him and Rock over the last 2 seasons. And I'm sorry to say this. I just hate to say this. I know they family, and I know she's kind of been like a mother figure and all that. But y'all just got to be honest in these comment sections now. Just be honest. She be straight punking my man. Punking him. Like straight punking him. And then he come back like he got Stockholm Syndrome. Like he can't get enough of it. I mean, dad, she basically incriminated the dude last season, had him help her in killing folks, and he wants out the game and she won't let him out. So what I want to know and what I want to hear from you all in the comments, Is this the season Lulu is going to finally grow a set, have a backbone, and pull them hairs out on his chest where he's got them clipped in the shape of an S to let Rock know, damn it, I ain't going to take this no more. I'm not going to take it. Because he's really been getting out here punk, man. He's been in the Ready Whip aisle number 7, the Piggly Wiggly. You want to go get some Ready Whip? Boom. There you go, your boy Lulu. That's where he been at. Now, mind you, Rock also been punking Marvin a little bit. You know, he's been somewhat of the muscle for her, but he's been punking him too. But Lulu, his dynamic is this man wants to do music. He wants to get out the game. And Rock keep pulling the Tyrese on him. Every time he try to leave, something keeps pulling him back. And the something is Rock. But with them having a relationship between Rock and Unique, this could be the straw that breaks the camel back. This could be the one thing that puts Lulu over the edge to the point where he's like, nah, I'm not rocking with you. You done ran away Kanan. You done got my brother shot. And now you messing around with this dude that was once our enemy. Now he's our frenemy. I can't trust you like that. I can't trust your moves. I'm going to step. And if he does step, and he's also going to be watching his nephew, Kanan, getting the drug game set up, if he does step, will he step and help Kanan? I'm interested to hear from you guys. What do you think? Because Kanan, based on what that trailer showed us, my man is about to come up royally this season. My man got people out on the street. He's running into Unique brother. I mean, Kanan is doing the damn thing now. Kanan ain't playing no games out here on these streets. So then it makes you wonder, who does he trust? Who's helping him? He's got to have somebody in this crew that's going to help him. You know, like, who is it? Who is the person that's going to be helping him get this thing done and make it happen? My guess is Lulu. Marvin is done with Kanan. Marvin is like, the hell with you. I'm not fooling with you. I'm not going through this thing with you no more. I am done. So I guess the only man we got that's going to hold the fort down, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to be Lulu. And this has been circulating. People trying to say that the guy with the book bag, they're trying to say that's Ghost. And somebody tried to say that's Tommy with the jean jacket on. I don't know about that, man. That is not. Really? That's Tommy? Tommy look a little tutti frutti on Rooney. I can't see that being Tommy. It might be, but you guys let me know. Is that Ghost and Tommy right there, recruited by Kanan? He got Ghost and Tommy. He got the Chinese delegation. I even seen Wale in his crew. He's making big moves this season. But let me know what you guys think. Are you here for it? Are you here for Lulu breaking up with Rock? Can he break up with Rock? What could be the catalyst to cause him to be like, Rock, I'm done with you officially. I'm moving on. Post me all your comments. Let me know what you think. And in other black news, ladies and gentlemen, we've got, check this out, Beverly Hills Cop 4 returns. Axel Foley in the first Beverly Hills Cop images. This is Eddie Murphy. We must admit, this Negro looks good to be, he got to be damn near 60. Now, you can say what you want about the Hollywood plastic surgeons, or you can say what a lot of us love to say, which is black don't crack. Whatever you say, I'm going to say he's got that vibranium because he was the first Wakanda coming to America. Whatever it is, Eddie Murphy looking pretty good. And this is one of the images from it. He's wearing his Detroit Lions coat. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be recorded in Detroit. Shout out to my wife and T-Streams up in Detroit and all the Detroiters. And instead of it going to the movie theater, My man has a great relationship with Netflix. It's going to be on Netflix. Release date is unsure, but they're saying sometime around spring is when this thing is supposed to drop. So you guys Sonic Icon says, so iconic, excuse me, says he's 62. Damn. He can draw Social Security already. 62? Whoa, Eddie. Well, you know what, Eddie? You make being 62 look good, brother, because your show enough is rocking it at 62. And so iconic, do you know how old any of his girlfriends are, or boyfriends, or whatever he's doing? Because if I remember correctly, Eddie Murphy kind of got caught up in a man scandal type deal. So whoever he's dating, can you tell me how old that person is? I'm willing to bet that person is at least 10 years younger than him. Because Eddie don't look 62. Are you guys excited for Beverly Hills Cops 4? Now, I must admit, I got to be honest. Don't come for my black card. I ain't seen none of the Beverly Hills Cops. Zero. None of them. Most of what I've done in this watching film and watching TV has been mostly TV. If you notice, the most popular shows I review, or the most popular shows reviewed on my channel, are TV shows, way more so than movies. I've never seen any of the Beverly Hills Cops. None of them. So then I want to pose this question to you, my audience. Is Beverly Hills Cop the type of thing? So Iconic said he's dating someone named Paige Butcher, who is 44, damn near 20 years old. I told y'all, you don't want to bet Mont. Might be getting 90% of his stuff right. Shout out to Paige Butcher. But anyway, is Beverly Hills Cop the type of thing someone like me can just jump into and not having seen the others? You guys let me know, because time is of the essence. And the older you get, the more it seems like there's things to take up your time. And if I don't have to go back and watch the other ones, I won't. But if y'all feel like I need to for where this one is going, I would probably be willing to do it. But, you know, I rocks with Eddie. He's a pioneer in comedy. He was a pioneer in being a comedian, going over and crossing over into Hollywood and acting. So I rocks with the brother. I appreciate what he's done for the industry, and I like most of his stuff. But again, Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out spring 2024. It's going to be on Netflix. So if you got your Netflix, you ain't got to go nowhere. You will be able to sit there and see all the goody drops all to yourself. In more black news, my girl that I'm so used to seeing being Wakanda forever, Okoye. A lot of y'all seen her play this iconic role on Walking Dead, Michonne, before she became the Okoye in Black Panther. Well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? There is going to be another spinoff for the damn Walking Dead. Let's take a look at it. It's going to be centered around her, and it should be pretty interesting. I rocks with her because she can act her ass off, and I liked her in Walking Dead because she was riding there swinging that sword like nobody's business. I'm talking, should have whipped Steven Seagal ass. Let's see how she's going to do in this new thing they got called The One Who Lives, Walking Dead. Let's take a look. Crazy Love. Now, I quit watching Walking Dead the season they killed my man off. I forgot his name, the Oriental guy, when he got his head beat in by the baseball bat that had barbed wire around it. And I didn't quit watching it because I felt like that was so grotesque. I quit watching it because you had been watching this group of people barely escape by the skin of their teeth over and over again. And in this situation, the odds felt so insurmountable to me that I just didn't want to watch it. Like I didn't have the stomach to figure out how the writers was going to get them out of this situation. I was just done. And so now, if I recall, Michonne, she had a relationship with old boy we just seen in the trailer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. How are they going to spin this off when, if I'm not mistaken, he's dead? Like, are they picking up somewhere within the romance? Because that trailer was the definition of a tease. And who likes a tease? Probably no men. And that's what that trailer was. But I'm interested in what it's going to do, where it's going to go. It's on AMC. And they have really spun this thing into the kind of universe that is a force to be reckoned with. Obviously, they keep making these because somebody is watching it. And there must be an appetite to keep watching it. If I'm not mistaken, Walking Dead was the number one thing has been the number one thing on AMC for about 7-8 years now. So I want you guys to post me your comments. Are you going to watch this one that's going to star and center around the homie? I don't want to butcher her name, but on this show, she's Michonne. In Wakanda Forever and Black Panther, she was Okoye. I rocks with the sister. She is a damn good actress. And let's see what they're going to do. Let's see what they're going to do in this new iteration of The Walking Dead. I'm all deaded out. I'm going to definitely turn there for an episode or two because I like her as an actress. She's very, she's A-list talent. And she can carry a role. So I want to see what she's going to do. And if it grabs me in the first episode, I'll stick with it for a little while. But I know I'm probably not going to get through the whole thing because I'm pretty much zombied out, man. I'm tired of zombies. I don't ever want to see another zombie. I don't even want to go nowhere where they cosplaying in zombies. No thanks. I'm just tired of zombies. Oh, boy. Then we get on to the serious business, ladies and gentlemen. More serious business. Now we get on to Puffy Combs. This comes to us from the good folks over at the Jasmine brand. Don't forget our homie Monique Nicole works there. Well, writes for them, excuse me. Update says, Diddy's attorneys say music mogul settlement with Cassie does not, and I repeat, does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of her domestic abuse, rape, and sex trafficking claims. Now, y'all, I'm sorry. I find that a little hard to believe. If this thing would have went to court, they would have done, I keep forgetting the term, y'all, exploring, expropriating, whatever the term is, meaning that they're going to go through all this mountain of evidence that would have been put on the table and made public. Diddy ain't want none of them problems. So to pay and say that you ain't done nothing, because when you pay somebody, basically you're putting a muzzle on them. Okay? Cassie got too many receipts. He did not want the spectacle that would have been something in court going on between them two because it would have completely exposed him. To some degree, this exposes him. There are a lot of people that don't like Diddy because he basically American capitalized them, had these people in bad contracts. And yes, I know they signed the contract. I get it. But at the end of the day, Cassie was 19 when she signed her 10-year contract. Nobody was in her ear. You trusting the person that's saying they're going to help elevate your career. And by the way, for the fellas that, are rumbling, I'm sure that she got some fruits of the labor along the way. But ain't no fruits of the labor worth beating, rape. She alleges that he had her perform sexual acts with other men in front of him while he beat off. Why the hell would you beat off when you've got a Cassie? I have no idea. Maybe the beating off came from him watching how the man perform monkey backflips on her. I don't know, but I just don't understand that part. And then when you do this thing across state lines, that's where you get into the whole sex trafficking thing. Not to mention, she alleges people was being paid under the table. She got beat on an elevator. The mom got receipts and pictures of when Cassie was beat by Diddy. The mom is saying, this would have got ugly in a court of public opinion. This would have gotten real, real ugly. And so for them to say that he didn't do anything, I mean, we'll never know. But I'm hearing rumors that Cassie's boyfriend is going to do a tell-all book. That's what I'm hearing. And if he does the tell-all book, Cassie's not bound by nothing. I mean, Cassie's husband, excuse me. He's not bound by anything that Cassie is settling for. But the question is, if that happens and he does a tell-all book with all the dirty secrets that Cassie would say, will he be putting his family in danger? If I know anything about people that have fuck you money, and that's what Diddy has, they do not like going out in the night without a fight. Things can happen to cars, things can happen to homes, things can happen to pets. God forbid anything else happen, because Cassie does have 2 kids. But if Diddy did all this, even though the spotlight is on him right now, I just don't see him making this go away. I just don't see him right. They're saying that he had to pay $30 million. And if he paid $30 million basically to get her to shut up, and then she gets her husband to do a tell-all book, in his mind, it's going to be like, man, you reneged. So at the end of the day, I would love to see everybody that Diddy has done wrong just come out and support Cassie. Really just come out, have her back, be a support system, talk about the things Diddy did that basically excoriated them, exposed them, used them, and didn't fulfill any of the things he should have done under their contracts to help them grow. With all this going on with Diddy, it makes me wonder, and I'm sure some of y'all are wondering, how is the industry going to treat him? Are they just going to let this blow over and let him back into the industry because he wields so much money and power? I mean, he literally wields more money, power, and influence than Harvey Weinstein. And you see what they did to Harvey Weinstein. So how are they going to treat Diddy? Because his situation is Diddy's a minority. Harvey Weinstein wasn't. He was a Jew. And even though you're a Jew, you still can blend in with white guys. Diddy is a black minority in America that is a billionaire. Will polite society allow him back in and just brush all this stuff under the rug? I wonder. Because at the end of the day, you start cutting him off from major like BET events, film festivals, musical events, all that good stuff. If he's not made to feel the man, which he's been feeling that way for about 30 years now, he might start lashing out. Me personally, considering I think that what Cassie alleges is at the worst case is 90% true. I want to see some criminal justice, because the people who are doing right by folks, we get tired of seeing this shit, man. We get tired of seeing folks that have money, influence, and fuck you money getting away with stuff. We get tired of this, man. It's almost like society is teaching us that bad behavior wins. And I don't want to see that continue to happen. I don't want to see that. So let me know what you guys think. Do you believe what Diddy's attorney is saying? Do you believe it? I don't. But I want to hear from you guys. So post me your comments. Let me know what you're feeling. and we'll move on to the next topic. But before I do, let me shout out the people. Jenna's in the building. Tasha's in the building. Kevin Woods, what's going on? So Iconic is in the building. Allegedly, the amount was closer to 9 figures. Damn. Good gracious sakes. Tasha Fladger says, Will Smith was cut off immediately. Yeah, but he's back now. He was cut off. He was able to inch his way back. And now this whole stuff that done came out with Tasha K and Brother Bilal, that might set him back a little bit. But once you sign whatever this dirty pact is with Hollywood, they damn near, I mean, that little pact that these rich dudes be signing is worse than the teachers union. Hell, worse than the police union. No matter what you do, they let you back in. Jenna James says, hey, what's up, Jenna? All right, y'all. We got one. Let me see how many more things we got to talk about that made my black news topics tonight. Let me see here. Oh, I got one more that made the black news topics before we move on to some other things, y'all. Y'all are familiar with Leslie Jones, the comedian. Well, she went on the Breakfast Club the other day to say a handful of things. And we'll talk about it after we hear what she had to say. Take a listen to this. It has something to do with men with small minds having small members below their belt.
First of all, go to the doctor, put your nuts in a doctor's hand, and cough to the fuck left. Find out what's wrong with your dick first. There's a lot of, no, I'm being very honest. Right. I've been hooking up, and dudes are not working properly. Y'all done ate all that McDonald's and all that shit. Yeah. Ain't drinking water. You're not taking care of yourself. And that's it's like one of your prized possessions. Mm-hmm. You go get your car checked. You won't get your check.
Damn.
And then get mad at us when you didn't work. Don't get mad at me. That's your department.
Damn.
That's your department.
That's real.
Go get your check. Mm-hmm. And then go get your mind check. Mm-hmm. Stop showing up to Tinder dates expecting me to solve your dilemma. I show up for and you throw me a Rubik's Cube of your up ass shit. Like, I don't know why your daddy don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mind affects your dick. It affects your dick. It affects your dick. Do you think you're going to be walking around sad and depressed and your dick is just going to be out here wilding? No, it's not. It's sad like you. So take care of your dick. I really believe that's a lot of problems with these podcast dudes and these passport bros. Y'all don't know how to f a woman correctly. And then when she tell you that, now she ain't No, go learn how to I bet you it'll solve a lot of problems between us. Because y'all don't know how to and you mad because we do.
This is the best mental health promo I ever heard in my life.
I'm being honest with y'all. I am being so honest. I really believe that a lot of friction is now women are going, we are tired of bad sex, and we're tired of being quiet about bad sex. I had some bad sex 2 nights ago. I told him at the Ritz. I told that get the f out. Damn. How dare you fuck me like that at the Ritz? So the goddamn Empire State Building is right there. How you fuck me like that in front of the Empire State Building? The f out of here.
Boy, I got so much to say. I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble. Godly, I might get in trouble. There's a lot with Leslie I agree on. Men. She was talking about we need to take care of our mental health as well as our physical health. Because it is true. The older you get, you start having physical health problems. You're not working out. You're not eating properly. It can affect your member. That's for sure. There's no lies she told in that. That can definitely affect your member. And with mental health, sometimes if your mind is in a bad place, you're not going to be able to concentrate properly on having sex. So that's true too. Having said all that, let's bring this shit back to Leslie, okay? I know plenty of dudes that would not be able to fuck her looking at her face. That is a mental health problem. I know a lot of dudes that would not be able to screw her looking at her face because their penis might run the other way. And last I checked, she certainly does not have the kind of body where it's face down, ass up. So maybe this could be a little bit of an issue. She did say she was screwing somebody at the Ritz-Carlton the other day, and it was so bad she told him to get out. Maybe she need to be checking these Negroes she's screwing. You ever thought about that? Something to think about, Leslie. Tinder dates coming there telling you they Rubik's Cubes, all they whole life problems, all on the first Tinder date. If the girl look good enough, I ain't going there to talk about no damn personal issues I'm having. I'm going there to detect and quickly see how quick I can get to the panty draws. So while I agree with a lot of what Leslie said, you also have to weigh the individuals involved in said acts too. And she did say that a lot of women are tired of bad sex and being quiet about it. Okay. So you know what a lot of them women been doing? Going to the dudes that got 50 women that are good in bed. It never, the same old story, it never changes. If there's a whole lot of things that go into meeting a person, getting to know a person. There's looks, there's attraction, there's chemistry, there's the sex, of course. And then there is the whole mindset. Is he driven? Is she driven? All that. And it works different ways for a man versus a woman. So Leslie, what is it you want out of a man? Because if you want to go get you a man that can blow your brains out and actually be attracted enough that his penis stays up dealing with you, you might have to go down to the local penitentiary and get you one of them jailhouse rock niggas. Man. Or you might have to go get you a man you can take care of. Look, I'm a fan of Leslie. Would love to work with Leslie. Would love to sit down and talk to Leslie and have a conversation. But we need to be real about what she just said. This kind of comes down to an individual basis, and I want to hear from you guys. Post your comments down there, man. Post your comments down there. And look, Tasha Fladger says, good grief, Lamont. There's somebody for everybody. 100% agree. I agree with you on that. But based on what Leslie just said, she ain't found that somebody because she just claimed she was at the Ritz-Carlton getting her back blowed out, and it felt more like she was getting her back tickled instead of getting blowed out. So she ain't found that someone yet. Before we go, I'm going to bring in my special guest who is like real, like TBS wouldn't even have a station if their channel came on this late. They wouldn't have a station. But nonetheless, she's here anyway, and she told me she was going to be late, y'all. I just give her a hard time.
As per usual, what's up? I came in my pajamas. That's how dedicated I am. Let's stop.
Miss K, wouldn't nobody know that was your pajamas unless you told it. We would have thought that was your Valentine's outfit that you just wearing in Christmas. So,
I don't care.
Miss K, Leslie
what
Jones
is it? Because I'm hearing you in the back and I'm just like, really, Lamont? Go on, because I'm ready.
What do you have to say about what Leslie Jones had to say?
I was laughing. Shoot.
I was too.
And look, I don't know what women are going through, right? Like, I'm not experienced in that area when it comes to, all the liberal sex that some women are having. So I can't say, I don't know what's going on out there. I've been with the same person since I was freaking 19. So I don't know. But I hear stories. And I know a lot of women fake. They be faking it. And so if she's out here keeping it real and telling folks, listen, it's not happening, it's not getting it, then, you know, people can't get hurt about, well, I mean, you could get hurt about it, but I mean, maybe it's about time more women start speaking up. And since y'all want to bring in looks and everything, then maybe some other women need to speak up as well, so that then let's hear what the excuses are going to be if some women that people feel are more attractive. And I'm not coming at her looks. If people, you know, feel somebody more attractive, say it, then what's going to be the excuse? You know what I'm saying? That y'all can't work the middle because your thing's too little. What about it?
The next excuse is going to be...
No, I'm just playing though when I said work the middle because your thing's too little, because that doesn't mean anything either. I was just playing because that was a lyric.
Well, yeah, that was little Kim. No, that was actually P. Diddy, the man who is sitting here accused of working the middle incorrectly, because instead of asking for it, he takes it. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. If one could just say this.
What was the last thing you said?
You said you hit us with the P. Diddy lyric, can't work the middle because it's thing too little.
That was just a joke, though. Really, that was has nothing to do with this.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
Well, here's what I have to say to. Let's just say we do go get a hot, attractive woman who says the same thing. Next thing I'm gonna say is, well, did you communicate with the boy to tell him how to get you off?
Okay. I mean, is that what? Yeah. So, is that what people are doing these days? Because, you know, remember that movie? What was that movie? Oh my gosh, it's a movie in the 90s. I forgot what it was, but Halle Berry is in it, I think, and Tommy Lee Davidson, right? And then the other dude, I forgot his name, but he was married to Denise on
the Cosby?
on the Cosby, yes. So he was in the movie and he was with the girl Marie something Jones, I think. Jill Marie Jones. No, that's the wrong person. Anyway, she's a light-skinned lady. She used to be on What's Happening or whatever. And they was like making a joke because when they were having sex, she was telling him, Strictly Business, so iconic. Thank you. I think that has to be it. So when they were having sex, she was saying, oh, go to the left, go to the right, so she's letting him know where to get the spot at, right? But then later on, Tommy Lee Davidson or Tommy Davidson Jr.? I forgot.
Tommy Davidson.
Tommy Davidson. He was like, she looked like that militant type. This, oh, go to the left, go to the right. Like he was making fun of her. So it's like, if you have a woman like that, you probably gonna be. That's not gonna be accepted because that's a joke anyway. I don't know. So how do you win? I don't think a man wants to hear that he's not hitting it right. First of all, I mean, look at you. No. You jumped on the defensive. She ain't even talking about you. So that's what it seems like. Anne-Marie Johnson. Thank you, Malik. Sorry.
I jumped on the defensive because I've heard these stories oftentimes, and the women don't communicate with the dudes. I've heard this over and over again. And if a man is not willing to hear what it is that you need to please you, that's a mental health problem too. And if we're talking about mental health, a big thing in mental health is communicating, because that was one of the primary tenets of her argument. And so you can't be running around out here saying that these men ain't doing it right if you are not even doing part of what encompasses mental health, which is communicating. You know, and I agree. I think this is bad too. Don't fucking fake it. Like, that's horrible. Like, just, and because at the end of the day, especially if this is somebody, and for all we know, Leslie Jones just won't jump off because you let her tell the story.
Right. It sounds like
she ain't looking for long term. Some women ain't into teaching because they don't want long term. But you know what the hell your asses get when you do that? You get the stick that everybody uses because you ain't got to. Am I? You
right
wrong?
Though? No, you right.
I'm telling you.
But and that's another. Go ahead. Sorry.
And then you're gonna be, and then when you fall in love with the nigga because he put the dick on you right, and you realize he got like 29 other women, and you want to be in love, and you want him to settle down with you, he's not gonna do it, or if he does, he's gonna keep his side babes. So that's why I'm saying you can solve this, females, that if you feel a spark more than the physical with a dude, teach him how to please you. The same way when women go down on a man, we have no problems telling y'all, hey, baby, that's too much teeth. Do you think we get?
I'm pretty sure, somebody gonna say something, biting down on their daggone.
Do you see us up? So since y'all women so liberated and want to speak up about your sex problems, just communicate with the dude. Cause I'm telling you,
but how you know she didn't shoot? She said she kicked the dude out. I mean, if she gonna kick somebody out after, did she pay for it? After the fact, if she gonna kick somebody out after the fact, then to me she ain't really holding nothing back as far as I'm concerned. But we don't know.
We don't know, and we don't even know if the story is real or not. That
we don't. Like, it could just be
that could have been a joke or whatever. But I'm just saying, man, like, let's get the communication on, my brother.
And look, to me, I feel like, all right, so like, we can move on after this, of course. I know you don't want to stay too long, but so if that's where I think the issue is, right? So if she's not out here looking for anybody or long term, then I don't really see the point in complaining, because you eventually gonna find somebody. But then again, maybe she's mad because she's out here and she's like, come on now, I'm out here hoeing and I still can't find somebody to I don't mean to say, but I'm just saying, like, that's how she sounds.
I mean, Miss K,
she gotta hit it sometime. Like, you gotta hit the jackpot one of these days, right? You giving it up like that,
Miss K?
Yeah,
Miss K. Sometimes you gotta take what you can get. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And you gotta work with what you can get. Nobody's perfect,
right? And
nobody's perfect.
So your advice, right, to women that are complaining about it, I don't think it works for women that are not looking for long-term stuff. Like, I know you were saying something about long-term, because if I feel like if you really with somebody and they not doing it right, you definitely need to say it, because no, everything could be going great, and then if that ain't hitting, something, you got to say something.
Right, you got to say something.
Speak up.
And then on the flip side of that, so we can move on, if you're out here just, as Miss K would say, well, no, I'm gonna save that joke for when we get to a section where Miss K can use these terms, okay? But Lord, at the end of the day, if you just want good sex, they do have male prostitutes. I mean, I'm just,
oh God,
they do have that, and they all over Vegas. So go get one of them dudes to blow your back out royally. And you would have paid him the same amount you paid to be in the Ritz-Carlton looking at the Statue of motherfucking Liberty. And post your comments, y'all.
Yes. Listen, I ain't talking about nobody's looks, child, because I done seen some real.
Well, at the end of the day,
they'll be getting in. You be like, what?
Somebody even made the comment.
Some good-looking dudes too.
Look, let me tell you, Miss K, somebody even made the comment that I completely agree with. There's somebody for everybody. There is. And I'll even take it a step further. There's more than one somebody for everybody. And in Leslie Jones' case, there's a million dudes out there for her, because not only is she a woman with a vagina, but she's paid. On top of that, it's just she keep taking that package somewhere where she can't get hit it right niggas.
Right.
That's what she doing.
That's the issue. And they got mental problems.
Yeah. And then they got mental health.
Come healed.
Yeah, exactly. So folks, post your comments down there. We're gonna move on.
Just come healed so your penis, and guys, come healed so your penis could be healed for your girl, Leslie. I shouldn't even said that. Sorry.
Face down, ass up, ladies and gentlemen. Face down, ass up, and hope it smells good while you're back there. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving right along to the last thing we're gonna cover in the Black News segment. Miss K, you tend to be somewhat of a historian to some degree. Okay. Did you know that the land that Lake Lanier covers used to be owned by Black people?
Yeah, it was like a black town, right? That they pretty much try to destroy. It's another secret they tried to keep.
Miss K, this is another script idea. I've got a big homie. I got a big homie on TikTok that does nothing but like Black history that we don't get in the school, we don't get in college. They just gloss over the shit. His name is D. Pity. And I wonder, is he going to change his name considering what's happened? Take a look at this.
Yes. Yeah, they
What's a historical fact that you had to learn on your own and not in school? I'll go first. This is Lake Lanier in North Georgia, and I had to learn that this lake was built on top of a Black town named Oscarville. Now, Lake Lanier was created in 1956, but we have to go back to 1912 to get a little piece of its origin story. Oscarville, Georgia was a prosperous Black community that consisted of over 1,100 Black people, most of whom descended directly from free enslaved people. Had their own schools, their own churches, their own hospital, all of it. But all of that would change between September 5th and September 12, 1912, when a 22-year-old white woman named Ellen Grice and an 18-year-old white woman named May Crow would both report that Black men had assaulted them. The police would go on a search and eventually arrest and intimidate 16-year-old Ernest Knox and coerce him into a confession. A mob of 2,000 white men had assembled, called for the hanging of Ernest Knox. He was eventually found guilty with another Black teenager named Oscar Daniel. 8,000 white people congregated for their hanging. White terrorist and vigilante group called the Night Riders then made it their mission to drive every Black person out of town. Over the next several years, 98% of the residents of Oscarville were either forced out or killed because they refused to leave. The deeds of the Black-owned land and Black-owned houses conveniently then found their way into the hands of white people. Oscarville would eventually become a ghost town, and it would eventually be flooded in the 1950s to create Lake Lanier. The lake is named after Sidney Lanier, a white man and former Confederate soldier. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like I think I was hearing something like it was cursed after that situation. Supposedly, it's a cursed lake.
Yeah, and there have been real accounts of people that have drowned there, people that can swim, saying it feels like something is pulling them under the current of the water, that type stuff, which can all be explained by science people. You know your boy got the science for it. Lake Lanier, under the bottom of Lake Lanier has a lot of peaks and troughs. Those peaks and troughs can cause a whole lot of wave lengthening underneath the water. Having said that, Miss K, again, there's just no respect for the Black people, huh? Especially in the South.
Yeah, nope.
And to me, it is government propaganda that the way they whittled us down, not just there, but you can find these similar stories, Miss K, pretty much across the whole United States. When you talk about Lake Lanier, are you shocked that this happened and then they turn around and name it after a damn KKK member? Just like, what is your reaction to hearing this in the flesh?
I'm not surprised ever anymore. I just think that as time goes by, we're gonna keep hearing more and more and more of these kind of stories because they don't want us to know that we had prosperity. Just like they tried to hide Black Wall Street for so many years, and then that, everything's resurfacing about that now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want us to know that we were Black and successful at one point. And it's like you can only be Black and successful in a community for so long before one of the white folks come and say, you know what, they thriving over there, or we got to go bust that up. You know what I'm saying? And start with the lie, just like the whole thing with with where was it? Greenville? Was it Greenville, Oklahoma? Was it Greenville? Was that the name of the place in Black Wall Street?
That was Tulsa.
It was Tulsa, but was it called Greenville? I think the place is called Greenville. I don't remember, guys. I'm sorry. But regardless, it started with a situation where a woman tried to, say that somebody touched her on an elevator. And it was a lie. Greenwood, somebody said Greenwood. So, it's just, it's always based on some type of lie, even with Rosewood and all. So it's just, there's so many other stories. Like I have a book where there's other stories of riots that happen. And I just think that there's going to be more that's going to come out. So even Killers of the Flower Moon, like even though those are the, Indians, Native Americans, they were rich. Like they were the richest people in America. And nobody knew about this story until now.
But I hate to get on my soapbox because Killers of the Flower Moon was a great story, great piece of artwork, great historical. And I could tell you guys that whole story, and I'll just summarize it for you like this. They took the land from the natives. Then the natives got a piece of reservation that was rich in oil and all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
And they could not get it from these natives. So what did the white men do? They started infiltrating the natives because a lot of the native women had legacy from some of that land, and they was having white dudes marry these women.
Yes.
Now, don't get me on my soapbox about how I get frustrated that people that ain't white, for some reason, always want to assimilate to white people because they assume they are the power structure. So instead of assimilating with black sisters or Hispanic sisters or Latino sisters, your ass want to marry these white guys.
Yeah.
And so they would marry these white guys. And when you marry the white guy, whatever you have in your legacy, in terms of your will and all that, if something happened to you, they get it. And they get the land back. And so what was these white dudes doing? These white dudes was having these women killed. Suicide, poisoning, giving them moon tea and shit, and then putting these large ass life insurance policies on these women. Okay, that's the history of white America, and they keep trying to hide it because they know young innocent minds would view that as as heinous, and they would start voting Democrat. I'm gonna just be 100 with y'all, and that's not to say that's good because Democrats ain't the end all be all of goodness, but they know the ones who keep blocking this shit don't want no more folks voting that direction.
Right.
Having said all that, how does that translate to black people? Well, they done us even worse. They won't even give us land. We built the country.
That's right.
They don't even want us to have fucking history.
That's
right. They want us to be humiliated of history with Confederate flags, Confederate statues. Yeah, they took down a few of them, but damn it, I live in a county where one is right in front of the courthouse and they got a 7-foot high fence all around it to make sure nobody go and vandalize it. They caught my black butt running around there too many times and they said, he looks like he might do something.
Right.
That's the problem we having, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That all these different groups got some form of reparation for the way Europeans treated them when they came here.
But we didn't. Yeah,
we
never got the 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah. Which was, like, not only that, but then we're behind so far in knowledge that they have. And even to this day, we're still behind in the gray area knowledge that they have. And in order to get to that, you've got to find a black person or a white person who's sympathetic to our causes to tell us, to even help us get to the upper echelon, or you just got to sign yourself over to the Illuminati, which I know some of y'all believe in that. I don't, but I do believe that there is a certain hierarchy of nepotism, and in order to cross that hierarchy of nepotism, people want you to do dastardly stuff. I do believe in that. So you guys, I'm going to keep bringing you gems of what we've lost in our history so that you can know the history and go teach it to somebody. Let them know that we did things, we had things, and we're still striving to get things. And I see two people on this screen who want to tell these stories, and we're going to need y'all help to tell them because they ain't going to want to hear them. Every time I let a white person read my script, they tell me stuff like this. You know it's not going to look right if all the black people are good and all the white people are bad. The fuck? What was Killers of the Flower Moon?
Right.
Because
Scorsese, you got to have a name like Scorsese.
You got to have a white name,
right?
So it can feel, so the blow feels softer.
So they know, oh, Scorsese didn't mean nothing by it. He was just trying to tell some history.
Yeah.
But we're not trying to tell history. We're trying to
rewrite history.
No. As far as they go, right? Scorsese is trying to, share some history, right? But when we do it, we're trying to start a riot or some crap like that, incite riots. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like we must be on something else with it.
Yeah. We're causing too much division. Okay, we're divisive. Shut the fuck up, boy. Moving right along, y'all. I'm not gonna break through. Damn it. I got stories to tell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the whole Black entertainment news. Now we move on to other news, and this is where Miss K get to use some of her terms she loves to use: hoe bag, hot pocket, referring to women that's out here thirsty, throwing them things all over the place, and Miss K don't hold back now. When Miss K can sense a hot pocket 10 microwaves away. Okay. So that brings us to this, Miss K. I don't know when's the last time you've been to the gym, but
long time, man. I got to get there.
Well, let me tell you this. Going to the gym nowadays, in terms of lack of clothing, is way better than going to any club. Fellas, back me up. You can go see as much skin as you want to in a gym as the way it used to be going to Freaknet back in the 90s. Okay? But we have some people trying to act like that's not what they're doing. And then we have some who know what they're doing and don't mind trying to toss it. So I've got two competing videos for you, Miss K. We'll watch the first one where this female is thirst trapping and trying to attract someone to drink her cup. Take a look at this. That is 100% the shit they be doing too, y'all. For real. Like doing flutter kicks on the damn Stairmaster.
Never shooting my shot ever again, bro. Like, literally, I did everything you told me. Nothing. Yes, under the hand flip. Neck sprung. Nothing, girl. I was on that Stairmaster just throwing it at him. And when we was leaving, he opened the door for me too, but I said thank and you. I'm done with men at this point.
Now, Miss K.
I said thank and you. Oh my gosh.
I just got to keep it 100 with you. That what she just did, and shout out to that sister. You can find her on TikTok. She's very entertaining. Credit goes to her. That was her TikTok video. What she did was very entertaining, but what she did is highly untrue. If she was throwing it like that in any gym around me, it would have been towels on that Stairmaster, so when she stepped down, her feet ain't got to touch the floor no more. You feel me? Okay. So That's one contrast. How do you feel about the way she was throwing it at him? Do you feel like someone would have been attracted to that in the gym, Miss K? What do you think?
I feel like what she had on was attractive enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, but then you do get those some dudes that just think that's it. And then he could have had a girl or a wife.
He could have.
Even though this is a skit, but I'm just saying sometimes you try to shoot your shot and that's just the wrong guy because he ain't either interested or his stupid behind didn't catch it. A lot of times his stupid behind didn't catch it. I'm gonna just be straight honest with y'all. Y'all men sometimes do not be catching it. Oh my gosh, y'all don't catch it sometimes. I just have to say that.
And you know why we don't catch it, especially in a gym, because we be too worried that if we catch it, y'all gonna be like, that nigga trying to hit on me. He trying to hit on me.
But if she's trying to shoot her shot, then she's gonna win.
I ain't come here for all that. I came here to work out. Okay. So I find that video to be to the far left of what the truth is of woman dressed like she was dressed in the gym. The only thing she could have done was like drop the weight on her foot or something. And I've actually seen that. I've actually seen a chick drop a weight on her foot and start talking about, ooh, ah. And I'm like, bitch, that was 2.5 pounds. That ain't hurt or break nothing.
That would hurt though, sure.
No, not with the shoes she had on. Not with 2 pounds. 2 pounds with the shoes she had on, Miss K, ain't doing nothing. Okay? The chick had on some hookahs. Now, we're going to give you guys a contrast, and we're going to give Miss K a contrast.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite social media personalities because she knows chicks be thirst trapping. She's actually thirst trapping herself, but while she's doing it, she's making fun of those who do. And this is going to make you laugh. I love her. I love her social media. Her name is Nicole Drink Water, and she's telling the raw truth. Take a look at this.
Hi guys, it's your typical travel influencer here showing you a pointless video of my morning routine in my hotel. I film myself pretending to wake up and then I open my curtains that were already open 5 minutes ago showing you my pussy fat. I didn't get this room for free, but I like to pretend that I did by thanking the hotel for having me. Then I'll film myself in the mirror and give you a flash of my beef curtains, and then I'll record myself in the toilet and pretend it's the best toilet I've ever used. I give this hotel a 10 out of 10. See you next time. Hi guys, welcome back to another video of me filming my balloon knot. In today's educational video, I will show you my gym locker followed by an up-close shot of this pussy fat, almost close enough to get a pap smear. Then, after this video, I will get upset and angry when people make comments about my body and not about how amazing my locker is. But subconsciously, I'm desperate for likes and comments, so I'll continue posting batty pics until I'm famous. See you next time.
100% the truth. 100% the truth. And see, look, see, I told y'all, I did not tell y'all, Miss K about to be mad because that girl is telling the truth and ruining the social influence, the fitness influencers game. Even though she's thirst trapping herself, she is telling on everybody. She's telling on everybody.
Well, that's why I'm not really feeling her though right now, to be honest.
Why? Because she's telling on everybody?
No, because she's basically being hypocritical. And she's trying to make it seem like she's not, and that she's just making fun of other chicks, but she's straight showing her behind. Yeah, and that I hate that word, by the way. So that was annoying to me. I hate that word so much.
But Miss K,
and then she's over there doing it, and then she's doing the same freaking thing. Like, girl, go sit down. I'm sorry.
At least she's admitting what the game is, where these other chicks be putting this. Like, I joke with my wife all the time. Why the hell this girl put a picture of her naked body up and then put some quote about God? God said, "Let there be light."
Yeah.
Like, chick, you mean over your tits that are out? Let there be light. Stop
there be light. That's the problem.
Stop
because
it.
I can't even speak.
Yes, you can speak.
No,
speak on it, Miss K.
No, I'm just talking about the whole thing with social media is just so irking to me. Like, I just everybody. I don't care if she so-called is what did you say? She kind of like shedding light on the game that the chicks be doing and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't care if she do that. That's totally fine because that could be true, right? No, it definitely is true, obviously. But she out here doing the same thing, looking at it just as raunchy and stink. Okay. And so, I mean, to me, you can't really say much because if she was trying to be a little bit like classy with it, she's not. She's giving a little bit of corn. She's giving corn. So, I can't really be like, girl, go ahead, girl.
Miss K.
You got this, girl. You right, girl. No, you're doing the same thing with your nasty stink looking behind.
She is, but if she didn't do it like that, she wouldn't give the authentic flavor of what. Because let's just say she come on Instagram or whatever, or TikTok doing these, and she's dressed the way you are. You're dressed very modestly tonight. And tries to give you an example of what these women are doing in the gym. It's not going to work.
I know.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
But did you see?
But Miss K, have you seen?
Did you see what she had on? Did you see how she showed her melons?
Miss K, have you been to the gym lately?
OMG, no, and I'm not.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna work out in my house.
Miss K,
people,
it is. Like, she's not even wearing the most outlandish pants I've ever seen in my life. Like, there are these pleated pants that I'm thinking that these girls got to go to some fitness suit store and have them custom made because it pleats perfectly in the butt crack all the way around. And
that's what I felt like I was watching with her. Like, I'm like, whoa, look at this. Like,
Miss K, so Miss K, I'm telling you, what she was wearing, yes, she was tame. She could get worse. And then I didn't even show you the video she do of chicks that literally be in the gym. Every exercise they do, Miss K, got something to do with the butt. You up there training your pinky and you bent over and shit. Like, you don't train a pinky with your butt tooted, Miss K. No, she is well deserved. That's why she's got so many followers.
Of course. And that's why. Yeah, that's why she has so many followers. That's why, guys. That's why.
Yeah.
Because when you're shedding the light on these hoes, that's the reason why you got all these followers. So if a chick like me probably came up here with these clothes on, some pajamas, and saying, girls, stop being nasty, showing your booty all over the place, I'm going to have mad followers. I doubt it. She is playing the whole role, which is the reason why she's getting all the followers. Okay? She knows what she's doing. She's selling sex just like these chicks are. She ain't no better than them. So she could go sit down some daggone where. But go ahead. Good luck to you, girl. I'm sure you're making money. Sex sells. It sure does.
And she also co-signs on what I always say about these chicks in the gym.
What?
She got on her thing one day and was like, girls need to stop acting like the way they dress is not going to get them attention. That's what she said.
Meanwhile, she got a whole IG based on women who get attention from being naked because she out here being naked. Do y'all see the hypocrisy? Do y'all see the blind? Do y'all see how y'all are blinded and trapped by this chick right here? Come on, let me open your eyes for you.
Miss K, I said she's doing the same exact thing that they're doing.
No, I know you. I'm talking about everyone. I'm not just talking about you, Lamont. Okay?
Well, she gets
hypocrite.
She gets those people because the other chicks try to act like they don't want the attention. They try to act like they're giving you, a post on prosperity of all that crap. Right. When she just come out and say, she came out and said exactly what I said. She was like, point blank, period. When you dress like this, you know you're going to get attention. Don't be running around trying to act like you don't want the attention.
You don't want it, yes.
Because if the right guy hollers at you, you want his attention.
Yeah.
So she said it gets on her nerves when these chicks get up here. I was just trying to work out, and all these dudes was hollering at me. She said when she go to the gym, she expects everybody to speak to her, and she speaks to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's at a higher echelon than those other hot pocket hoes.
That's right. She's a Madam Ho.
It's called Madam Web. That's a Spider-Man show, okay? Not Madam Ho. Golly.
I'm saying Madam Ho because she's the top. She the top notch.
No, she's not the top.
She's teaching these hoes, you know?
She don't got nobody out on these streets doing nothing.
She
Ladies and
teaching-
gentlemen, last but
she's
not
teaching
least,
these
I gotta get Miss K out of here because boy, last but not least, this is from my
I'm sorry,
big
you got.
homie.
I guess if you want to talk about this, you got to have somebody that's a little more liberal than me. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with liberal. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Right is right, no matter whether it's conservative or liberal. Right is right. And moving to the last subject.
What we got next?
We started a conversation last night, ladies and gentlemen, about Godzilla versus all the damn dragons.
Oh no, you did not.
Versus like every single dragon that has ever been in Game of Thrones, prequels versus Godzilla. And a poster of mine said this. Shout out to this man. Kev's Z247, save this man at any cost. Says, your poor crew knows nothing about Big G. Them dragons would tickle Godzilla's belly. Laugh out loud.
Baby.
And so I told my wife what y'all said. And you know, let me tell you what my wife said about this. I was so mad with her. I was about to crash when she said this, because she said this while we were driving to pick up the kids. I said, honey, you heard the debate I got into with Miss K and Lex the Targaryen about Godzilla versus the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
She was basically like, how Godzilla's supposed to beat them? Ain't he pretty tiny? I was like, what do you mean? She was like, didn't I see him climbing up the Empire State Building? I said, honey, that's King Kong. And she was like, oops.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm getting from you women. Y'all don't know the power and the gravity of Godzilla. Put some spec on that lizard name.
Mm-mm.
His main adversary is a three-headed dragon that he whips on a regular, just like he's the Harlem Globetrotters versus them dudes that they play all the time. Speak your piece, Miss K. You get the last word of the night, because I don't got nothing else to say. Godzilla will whip they little Lord of the Rings butts.
I'm trying to pick up some. I was trying to Google some
oh Lord
moments, right?
See,
for Godzilla.
See, gay black
and
people
she's
moments.
so irrelevant that the moments are coming up King Kong moments. And I'm like, I'm looking for Godzilla. Like, why are you showing me
Lord.
King Kong?
See, you done got on that mess, my wife.
Why are you showing me King Kong and I'm asking for Godzilla? Like, stop playing around. So I'm seeing her tear up some stuff, and the fire that she's breathing are like burps. Okay. So basically they're not doing anything. Like, they're just going like this. Burp, little fire.
Little fire.
So what was the dude's name that you brought it up?
Here you go. Protect this brother at all costs.
Yeah, yo, Kev Z 247. What are you talking about with these burps that I'm seeing Godzilla do right now? These fire burps. Okay. What? When we talk about fire breathing dragons, okay, what are you talking about? Vhagar, have you seen Vhagar? Vhagar is huge. She is huge. And you have a fire burping lizard where it can't even go far. It's just like this. And then,
are you serious?
Then if Vhagar comes and just opens her freaking mouth, you're done, Godzilla. You are done. I'm sorry, you're done. Talking about tickle somebody's belly. Boy, the belly will get fried. Okay, we're gonna have some lizard eggs. Lizard scrambled eggs.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to have to do this, but I gotta show this to Miss K because she don't understand. Miss K, I'm gonna show you a quick little clip of Godzilla and his sheer might. Okay, let's go, Godzilla. We're gonna fast forward a little bit because you don't need to see all the setup. You just need to see when he about to get mad. Okay. Look at that. Tear him up, Godzilla. Tear him up. And then when they really make him mad, Miss K, oh, we don't need to see that, man. We don't need to see what the monkey doing, okay? Forget the monkey business. Oh, here go my part. Okay, so you say all he do is burp? Well, check this out. Look at that. Godzilla jumping for his, King Kong jumping. Did you see that, Miss K? That dragon, that lizard spits fire and it goes to the moon.
Oh, but look, now I see one now too. I see it. And it's, listen, I'm looking at the fire and it's like, I see it, okay? It doesn't look that powerful though as Vhagar's. And it doesn't look like it's as hot.
That was blue.
Yeah, it's blue.
Blue is hotter than red.
Blue is supposed to be hotter than red, but because of what I know about, these kind of dragons, that's why I'm saying it don't look as hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't win.
And you're giving me the new. I'm looking at the old, what you call it? The old Godzilla. You with the ones the little burping Godzilla. You giving me the new age Godzilla.
Yeah.
Who just got mollywopped by King Kong?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go back and edit this out. You will never hear that, okay? We are done for the night. That's Miss K. Go down there and subscribe to her channel. You just saw Godzilla blow pure fire from the ocean's depths. He was in the Mariana Trench when he let that out, and it's so powerful. It went from the Mariana Trench all the way to the moon, and she think that these little lizards with curtains for wings is supposed to do something to him.
Curtains for wings. Some of them are small. I'm talking. Have you noticed? I said Vhagar, right? I keep bringing up Vhagar for a reason because she's the biggest one. I'm not talking about these little babies out here.
Vhagar,
Schlagar, right?
Drogo, Jason Momoa. Okay,
exactly. So iconic. Dracarys. Tear the city up. and first of all, shout out to Vhagar and Godzilla because these are females doing the daggone thing at the end of the day.
Who else is gonna get so mad to start blowing fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course. Yeah, so of course it's gonna be a female. Like,
so now I don't really appreciate King Kong, boxing her down like that, but it's okay.
Look, my grandma told me don't you let no woman threaten your life. I'm telling you what my grandma said. And you just saw what Godzilla did to King Kong. Blew up a ship.
He looked like he ran. It didn't look like nothing happened to him. Maybe I gotta watch it again.
You just saw that gorilla dive off that ship because he seen the.
He said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, I'm outie. He went caning on it. I'm outie. That's what he said.
Oh my gosh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Her link is in the description. That's Miss K. I'm Lamont. If you want to get at me with some comments, go over to streamelements.com/Lamont Tyson /tip. We will get those and read them just like we read my man Kev Z, who came to your boy's defense. And until that next sexy as hell video,
nothing that came to our defense.
Good night, y'all. Don't be influenced by this influencer, okay? Okay? She's out here being a hypocrite, okay? Good night.
Good night.